So there's a business card. I think it's about that size. Okay, so try and see if we can remember how big to make this. 360 length and vertical, 390 if I remember correctly. Okay, this what are we doing? What's this? Tab original? No, we don't want it. Stay off. Get out. Oh, so easy to fat finger on this damn thing. It's really dumb. It's photocopiers. A thing I liked about the old C353 and the C280 and other earlier models known as Infoline is the fact that the tabs were more easier to manage than this scrolly thing. It's really difficult trying to avoid pushing it too far. It sort of gets a bit annoying, and I'm sure a lot of people in an office would find this quite annoying, quite a problem, especially when they're in a hurry and their bosses breathing down their neck, micromanaging their staff, and their staff have got to perform close to perfect, even though perfect is something that you can't apply to this world. You can't apply it to this world, and yet these stupid fuck-up bosses, these bully bosses, expect these poor secretaries and clerks and all these office workers to fucking be perfect. And there's no such thing as perfection in this world, and their idea of perfect is fucked anyway. You know, filthy perfectionism, you know, trying to make perfection out of something that will never be perfect, that shouldn't be made perfect. That's filthy. And the ways they go about trying to make perfection is also filthy. So it's called filthy perfectionism in my books, and I don't like it. I've dealt with filthy perfectionism from my father, you know, and he's a fucking asshole, but a fucking bully, and so's my brother. So I'm fucking not going to touch them until they apologise to me for the years of trouble that they've caused me. And also I had bullying at school, so I hate my brother and my father because I was bullied mercilessly at school, and I copped it at home. So I compare my dad and my brother to the assholes who bullied me at school, so you can understand my lack of respect I have for my sibling and my father, which is really sad because the bullying should have been left behind at the schoolyard or at the school gate, or should I say maybe more like left behind when I got off the bus and away from the pricks. So I have a lot of angst and frustration with assholes. So I don't like people who are bullies, and I had to put up with it at school. So I'm really pissed off that my own brother and my own father did it to me, and I sort of tolerated it for a long time. I had no other choice. I couldn't go against my brother because he'd get angry at me and threaten to destroy something of mine, and I don't have money to replace things that get broken. So this fucking prick, and yet he succeeds. He doesn't have a disability, and he's treated, you know, Dad likes him, but Dad doesn't like me, so I've got a really big beef against both of them. And I don't know how I'm going to get them to fucking come to their senses and apologise, but I'm not going to let them tell me what to do and how to do it. They fucking can go fuck themselves. They can go fuck themselves until such time as they fucking come up and crawl up my fucking ass telling me that they're sorry. Yes, I'll forgive them, but I can't forgive them now. They're fuckwits. They think I'm inferior because I've got disabilities. Neither of them appreciate my ability with the photocopier. They hate it. So they can fuck themselves, because this is what I'm good at. So they can go fuck themselves. If they don't like me as I am, they can go fuck themselves. So anyway, that looks a lot better. There's a bit more colour in that now that I've added a colour. But anyway, I think I'll call that a quits. I think I'll call the rant a quits, but I will forgive them eventually. I'll find a way to. make them submit. I'll find a way. Whether there's a will, there's a way, especially when it comes to doing the right thing. I want to forgive them, so don't get me wrong, I will forgive them.